I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet, and I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something, if I get my hands on you, I promise you, you're gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Baby, what's in there wine? I feel sexy as fuck. I see why y'all like wine.
Yes, yes, yes. I see why y'all like wine, and hopefully you got one poured up today, child, because we are talking all things party in the chat, and we're going to do something a little bit different because they done mess around and ticked me the hell off. They done pissed me off with this bull crap. Love Island, Kenny Rodriguez, and JaNa Craig. I think Janae's last name is Craig, if I'm correct. Yeah. This don't make no damn sense. And you know what? I'm going to let have. And the reason why I say that is because, JaNa, you ain't got the right kind of girls around you. You ain't got the right ones around you because you were supposed to unleash the Kraken on his ass. You were supposed to drop being a lady and let him have it. And we're going to talk about it. But before we get into it, y'all, what are your thoughts on this whole Love Island scandal? Come to find out, this mofo don't even like her. Don't like her because she's black. She discovered some very racist texts that this mofo had in his phone group chat at that with other Dominicans, right? Ripping her apart. Not only does he not like her, he don't like y'all. He don't like y'all. He said he don't like y'all black asses. Yes, leak text exposed Kenny Rodriguez's racist words about his black girlfriend and also black women in general. He said he ain't trying to deal with y'all. He don't like y'all. He's doing it for money. He's doing it for clout. He's doing it for the gram. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I was like, we're going to talk about it. You know, typically on Monday Night Party in the chat, we would get down with like the Real Housewives or something like that. But I was like, let's just talk about Love Island for a quick second, okay? Because this was not handled appropriately, in my opinion. I don't know who's raising our girls, but somebody's doing a horrible job. Somebody is doing a horrible job of raising this generation of women and young ladies. And the reason why I say that is we're training these girls to suffer. We're training these girls to be nice and save these motherfuckers when they supposed to listen. Y'all training them all wrong. Be a lady, give grace. You don't give a motherfucker grace when you find out you sleeping with the enemy. That's when you go toe to toe because you're not going to always be here with your cheerings. You're not going to always be here with these girls. They're going to grow up one day. They're going to leave home. They're going to get married. You may go, they may go, God forbid, leave this earth. You got to give them some type of survival skills, ladies and gentlemen. You got to quit just raising girls. Be nice, be kind, smile, be a lady. Girls don't talk like that. You got to teach them what to do and how to do it and how much force to inflict if and when they find themselves being attacked. And it don't matter by who. We gonna issue the same amount of impact and bite. Okay. What is it called? PSI. As with men and women, they all can get it. So if my homegirl gonna betray me, she gonna get the same force. She gonna get the same venom that a man would get. And the fact that JaNa spared him tells me a lot. That was not the time to spare him. The fact that she spared him, she still covered him as if he's her husband. I swear to God. Subconsciously, she spared him. She sacrificed herself. And some of y'all say she checked him. She didn't check him enough. She didn't check him enough. She spared him. She said, if you say anything else, I'm going to expose you. You were supposed to fucking expose him on Go. You were supposed to expose him on GP. Therefore, it's a hard lesson learned. And I guarantee you, if you would have did it the right way, baby, he would have never done it again. He would have never done it again. Or if you're not cut from that cloth, you got to get you some homegirls that say, baby, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. But I just let the world know, honey, I just spilled all of the tea on Twitter. I just spilled all of the tea on Instagram. Girl, it's too late. Well, don't do him like that. Girl, it's too late. I done did it, done it like that. I done did it, done it like that. Clara says Love Island has a big problem with racism. Now we're hearing Whitney and Lochin, same things. It's not Love Island. Let me say this. I watched this season. A lot of you challenged me. Watch this season. Watch season 7 of Love Island. And I did. The production team was not racist. I have to be fair. I'm going to call a spade when I see it now. But I didn't see it. The production was not racist. We can't say they were racist because most people that made it to the season finale and to the finals were all minorities with the exception of, what's that girl's name? Iris. Iris was the only white standing. So I believe y'all have to be careful when you complain, because maybe we done got the spirit of complaint up on us as Black folks. We complain about a lot now. And this ain't what I'm supposed to be talking about. But since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We complain too goddamn much for me. Sometimes I'll be like, I got to turn it off. Oh, I can't do it today. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I see stories. I'm like, girl, that is not racism. I saw a story on the internet where a woman is wanting to sue the airline. She's claiming racism because they freaking took her baby stroller to the carousel as opposed to allowing her to gate check it. And she's claiming it's racism because on her flight before that, she was allowed to gate check. Gate check is right there on the jetway. She was allowed to gate check her stroller and then get off the plane and get it. Well, guess what, ma'am? Not all airports operate the same. They have different operational components. And just because your stroller was not there, the fucking ramp agents don't know you. It ain't like they took the stroller and looked at the pink tag and said, this must belong to Lakeisha. I guarantee you this belonged to Lakeisha. You know what? Take it down to baggage claim. Y'all got to stop. Because it doesn't have the power that it used to carry. Everybody's yelling, Ray, you don't like me because I'm Black. No, I don't like you because you talk too much. I don't like you because you're yelling and screaming. So we got to be very careful that we really assign racism where it belongs and not because we're uncomfortable and not getting our way. So we see a lot of that, right, in today's generation where they just hollering, that's racist. You're a racist. You don't want to, I'm a racist. Shut up. No, they're not. But in this case, what we looking at on the screen is pure D, like my grandma used to say, pure D racism. This is a racist. Kenny Rodriguez is a bona fide Dominican racist. This mofo is a racist, but we gonna get on him. He's a racist, but don't be surprised. A lot of Dominicans are racist. I didn't say all, a lot of them. And listen, one of your favorites, Oh, Amaya Papaya. Amaya, they done dug up old tweets on her Dominican ass being a racist. Light skin versus dark skin. I told you I didn't like her from Go. Oh, you need to give her a chance. Amaya is this. Listen, I'm way ahead of y'all in light years when it comes reading somebody's spirit and trusting my intuitive powers. I said, there's something off about her. I don't like her. Queen, give her a chance. I tried to. I don't like her. It's something about her that cries victim. Well, lo and behold, come to find out her ass is a little racist too. They dug up her shit from long time ago, talking bad about y'all. And I say y'all, because y'all are quick to jump on board and give somebody a round of applause before getting a feel for them. Like the old folks say, check under the hood and kick the tire before you stand up and start inviting folks to the cookout. Y'all love to lean in for people that don't like you. Amaya don't even like y'all. I said what I said now. I said what I said. Niecy from the Ville says, I wish I was her friend/sister. He would have got the business. I wish I was her mama. I would have coached her up. I wish I was her mama. But let me get back to these Dominicans. There's a lot of Dominicans that I know for a fact a great majority, not all, because you hear what you want to hear. And I don't want to hear nothing in my chat. I said not all, but let's talk about the truth and the fact of the matter. There's a great portion of the Dominican race, even though they're damn near, y'all was dropped off first as slaves. And just because you were on a cooler portion of the earth and you're lighter, you deny your Afro heritage. So you believe you are better in a lot of instances. Erica Mena, Cardi B, i.e. Kenny Rodriguez. Who else we got? Amaya Papaya. We hear it all the time. My husband's Puerto Rican. You know what he told me when we were dating? Dominican girls. And I know he's speaking in specifics and polarized, but he's like, a lot of Dominican girls in New York did not like the black girls. And guess what they used to say about the black girls? He told me. And he wasn't, I said, what? He said, when y'all go get them blowouts, oh yeah, lean in. Let me tell you what they be saying about y'all. Not me, but y'all. He said, when y'all come in there to get y'all's blowouts, they used to talk in Spanish and say they don't like doing y'all's hair because y'all's hair stink. Mm-hmm. Oh, hold on. Yep. I said, what? He said, yes. I said, child, I know you lying. Talking crap. And I remember he said, that's not true. You can't say that. And he's just telling me about his Dominican friends, right? Pedro, Chantel. We can go on and on and on. So some of the problems that we're seeing in this realm of reality are these Dominicans that are climbing off the backs and the coattails of black people, but can't stand you and willing to get in bed with you. Those are the most dangerous kind. To me, that's far and beyond a racist. A little racism ain't hurt nobody. If I knew where you were coming from, if I had a racist neighbor and I know you racist, you stay in your corner, I'm going to stay in mine. That ain't hurting me. That ain't bothering me. But there's motherfuckers like this that you find on a thumbnail that can actually have sex with you, eat with you, sleep next to you. That's dangerous. That's a monster. That's not a racist. And that's why I said her mom and her friends should have told his motherfucking ass up on the internet. This is not the time, black girl, to prove that you are high and above. We not gonna judge you. Open and release the Kraken. Release every fucking receipt. And it's still not too late, JaNa. I need you to come forward. Somebody send this to her. Stop playing coy and stop playing cute and stop taking a high road. When these motherfuckers strike, I need you to strike back. Release the Kraken. Release everything. Do not spare him. I need you to run his sassy ass all the way back to the Dominican Republic so that he never returns again. Handle it. Handle it. That was your time to handle it.
I don't care. I said what I said. I meant what I said.
Her friends should have handled it for her. You ain't got enough bad motherfuckers around you for me. Everybody in the friend group can't be alike. Everybody can't be conservative. Everybody can't be sitting on the same hill. You got to have some that's going to take their shoes off and start swinging on a mofo just on GP on your behalf because you're not going to do my homegirl off like that. You got to have some of them that's just operating on that. And black girls like this are all, listen, I'm going to get into it. It's a particular type that get done this way. The ones that will turn the other cheek. The ones that do hustle for their worthiness, that want to keep up a good reputation so that they don't be deemed ghetto, too black, too whatever, too sassy, too domineering, too assertive. Fuck him. He already don't like you anyway. You saw the text. You know what he said about you. You being quiet, you sparing him ain't going to change his mind one bit. It's not going to make you look better or worse. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl. Get your lick back. Just Monique said, I went to school with Dominicans. They sure are racist. Not all, but a lot of them, light brights, think they're better. Listen, not all, but a lot of them. M. Monty says, y'all got to get these names together now. M. Monty W. says, Dominicans want to be Spanish, but the Spanish reminds them really quick, we don't F with you. So, and that's another thing what we see. It's the Dominicans that appear to be black, mixed, biracial, some type of African, something in your blood, where you take this stance in this position. You don't like blacks, and that's fine. But the white Dominicans don't like you. So there you have it. They deem you the niggas of the Dominican race. You are the niggas, the niglets of the Dominican race. So you, I guess, in order for the ones that do feel this way, you toot it up in the air to make yourself feel better by hating on black folks for whatever reason. And here's the thing. Here's the thing that's real sassy about it. He didn't say. Cause see, if you really felt this way, this is when I can tell you know, it's giving sassy vibes. It's giving weak. It's giving real weak. It's giving a simp in more ways than one. Cause how come you can't make your own money? Of all the beautiful women in the world, and according to you, the Dominican are the best. You can find a Dominican girl that's on her shit that you can do reality with, that you can do life with, you can make money with, you can get it how you get it. 100,000, 100,000. You can find a Dominican girl that you can do that with. Is that bad? Is that bad? Oh, okay. Dominican girls don't make money like that. They ain't recruiting them like that in reality television. They're not beautiful enough for you to be seen with. What's the problem? What's the problem, homeboy, bro? You couldn't bag a bad one, or they didn't want you. What's the story? Because here's the thing: you didn't just say I did it for the show. We can't. At one point, I was like, wait, because y'all were saying he said he used her. He don't really know she's gonna be on the show, right? So we got to think. When I always say before you talk, think about what you're saying. So we know he didn't come in with the intent to use her initially because nobody has any idea who's going to be cast for the show. But somewhere down the road and or along the line, he saw her as an opportunity. He's an opportunist and he'll take it as far as he needs to take it. That's a weak ass nigga, in my opinion. That's a weak one, in my opinion, because you're not supposed to stay that long. It's given sus. You're not supposed to stay that long if that's indeed what you do. If you got your moment, and that lets me know you don't have the motion. The Dominicans, the ones like him, don't have the motion they think they do. Because how come you couldn't get it on your own? That's all I'm saying. How come you couldn't couple up with an Amaya? How come you couldn't couple up with the Sierra or couple up with the other girl that they got off season 7, that other Dominican? How come y'all not choosing each other? If everybody's so great and blacks are so bad. How come? Because you understand the game. You know where you fall on the totem pole. You know where you sit in the food chain as it relates to the pyramid. So even though you think you're above, you could never go toe-to-toe against a black woman, even on your best day. I don't give a fuck if you went to 3 schools and had 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees. You could never. You could never. But you found a vulnerable one that let you come in and slide through the back door. And she should have popped your ass on your way out. As soon as she found out how you felt, she should expose you. It's not too late, JaNa. What we waiting on? That's how you teach a mofo. Go find you somebody else to play with. And the reason why I say it is not just about him, JaNa. You can ensure that anytime another one comes sniffing around your front door, looking for an opportunity that knocks, he gonna say, oh, not that one, because I remember how she did Kenny. You gotta set an example to these dusties. You could never. And the day you think you do, bitch, I'm going straight to the internet. I'm gonna let everybody know. Girl, you was supposed to rip him apart. That's why I said, how are we raising these girls? It's cute to be a lady. We're going to do all of that until it's time to step up. We're going to do all that. We're going to be a lady. We're going to cross our legs. We're going to use our the right fork when it comes to the salad, the desserts and all of that. But when it's time to stand up, when you're being attacked, fuck being a lady. You're about to meet me. All you have to do was just release those tweets. It's not too late because it just happened July 30th. We just 7 days in, JaNa. We just 7 days in, spin the block on his ass. Put him out of business. Make sure that he never gets recruited ever in a day for a reality show. Send his ass back to landscaping where he's going to have to cut yards for the rest of his life. I said what I said. Since he tore you apart and your race apart, remind him of where he stands in this economy. And they said he's a Trump supporter. That don't even bother me. We can't crucify people for liking Trump. That's not against the law. That's not it. I was like, I ain't even that petty, because they were saying, oh, they attacked him online because he voted for Trump and he started following Trump. So what? Our skin is a little bit thicker than that, right? So what? Who cares? Who cares? Just don't get out of line with me. The problem is you follow Trump and voted for Trump because you think you're above. Trump is deporting you and your kind, not me and mine. Because there's something about you that's voting for Trump because you looking at Trump as if he's going to do something to us when really he's sending your people home. He's sending you home. That's all I'm saying. So sometimes, JaNa, you gotta leave them where you found them. Put them back on that lawnmower. Put him back on that lawnmower. That's all I'm saying. Leave him alone with his fucking S curl and put him back on that zero turn lawnmower. That's all I'm saying. Deshay says adios. You don't ever let somebody dog you out like that that's been sleeping next to you. Like Denzel say, I'm leaving here with something. Now listen. How did she get on this phone? Who put her on? Ain't no telling. You know, these young folks, these millennials and Gen Zs, baby, they got all kind of ways. Trey said, not on the S curl, is a man's curl. You remember that, Trey? He got a Duke. One of them, either an S curl or a Duke. Yes. Send him to Melody Cherie so she can teach his ass property preservation so he can get a few yards under, because you ain't gonna work for Peacock again. Yes, for real, for real. Okay. Now listen, I want to play something that somebody sent to me because I was like, this is crazy. This is beyond me. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I think I should have it. Here we go. This is like, I think a news reporter, a journalist did a coverage on him being called out. Now, here's the thing that I don't like. We got to be really careful on some of the rhetoric you're going to hear. Some of the Black girls had a really strong reaction on social media about this Dominican boy sleeping with her and leaving all of these racist texts in this group chat with all of his Dominican friends talking hurtful, hateful ass comments. They said the worst of the worst, not only about her, but Black women in general, right? But you listen. So a lot of the women said, I would be hurt. Listen, we got to be careful not to fall in a victim role. We can be hurt, but stand up, straighten up your spine, adjust your crown, and get your motherfucking lick back. All right? They tried to do the same thing when they were saying, oh, Black women are the first to be fired from corporate America. Don't lie. Quit lying. Quit lying. Quit lying, trying to get us scared so we can go to work and bend over backwards and feel like, oh, I better sit here and be still or they're going to get rid of me. We were the first to start leaving in 2024. And after they saw us leave, if you had federal positions and or public positions in the public sector, then they started making cuts. But if you're going to tell the story, you better tell the story. Okay? So you got to be careful that people don't try to get in your head and make you lose your spot and finesse you out of your spot. Keep your head on a swivel. Listen to how they talk and then rebuke them in the righteous and holy name. And remember who the hell you are. But here we go. Here we go. Listen to this, and I'm going to be stopping it in between to give you my take.
Love Island USA star found out that her boyfriend was actually racist and was using her for fame and money. Here it is.
I would have rather him have 3 baby mamas. I would have rather him impregnate a girl. I would have rather him cheat on me for a year with a celebrity than to come out and say, he doesn't just hate me. He doesn't hate who I am, my character, my mannerisms, my flaws, my successes. He hates my entire race. Like,
if I found out my
But you got to be careful. So what if he do? Fuck him. Because even if he does, don't let your race, don't let him dictate that I would rather him sleep with and have 3 babies. If you do, you do. But I need you to get up and get out. Make sure you don't fall into loathing and feeling like it's something wrong with you because you're of a darker hue. So you got to be careful with, I would have rather. It is what it is. Let's go.
my partner was calling me racial slurs in a group chat to their friends for over a year, I would be locked in a federal penitentiary and you would never see me again.
Period.
You would also never see the person calling me slurs again. So,
and this Kenny JaNa situation is exactly why I always say I am Black before anything else, because one of the most devastating feelings in the world is realizing your friend or partner that is Afro-Latina and confidently, in spaces with you, finding out that they tolerate you, that they don't actually like Black.
There had to have been signs, but we're gonna continue.
People, they just tolerate you.
I don't know why anybody's surprised by the fact that racist men date Black women all the time. If you look at the January 6th white supremacist rioters, a lot of them were sitting next to their Black wives in court.
Now I want to talk about this. Some racist people that date Black, and you say, well, they're racist. Yeah, you got Black people that's racist that don't even like Black people. Since you're giving that example with the white supremacists that stormed the Capitol and you said they were sitting in court next to their Black wives, in some instances, if we keep it real, you got some Black folks that don't like Black folks. But we're not talking about that today.
I've seen this with people that I know that they have found out the entire time that their white boyfriend was saying racist stuff about them.
And reason why I say some Black folks, look around. Have you been the only Black in your white crew? Your Latin crew all your life since you was in middle school? Subconsciously, you don't want to be around. And I'm not saying you have to or not, but don't be shocked if you F around and find out. Because subconsciously, you don't even want to be bothered. That's all I'm saying.
I myself have had experiences where I've realized that a white guy I was talking to had like secret racist fantasies and like was genuinely like borderline racist.
This is a genuine fear. The fact I've dated a white guy who was
Why is it a freaking fear? Didn't I just say you got to be careful to not allow a particular group steer you in a direction of being afraid of being Black? I said, be careful. Listen to how people talk, then rebuke them. Hold up, homeboy. Hold up, homegirl. This is a genuine fear. Why? Remember who you are. Handle it.
called me the N-word and said a bunch of violent things about me to his friends after we broke up. It is a very real thing and it is scary. My heart goes out to JaNa. My heart goes out to every girl who has this fear in the back of her mind now, because it is a lot of us out there and it's very real and very scary.
Because what this man did was have this woman who he claimed that he loved make decisions based on a reality that was not real. And that is the worst part about betrayal. It is not just that they lied, it's that you built your life around their lie. Let's talk about this, especially as a woman. I know that I've heard JaNa say she wants family, she wants kids. He took actual time away from her that she will never get back.
She'll be fine. We gotta be careful not to make her a victim. It's a hiccup. It's an inconvenience. He didn't steal her life. Let's pause. We gotta be careful that they don't place you in a bucket where you become a scarlet letter. She's young. She gonna be on and popping. She's gonna go to her next opportunity. We talking a year. He ain't still shit. She needed enough time for him to expose himself. Okay. You said she wanted kids. She not 40. Let's relax, everybody. People that are recruited on Love Island are in their 20s, very early 20s to mid 20s, sometimes late every now and then. But we're not talking about a 40-year-old woman, so we're not going to do that. And that's what I mean. Sometimes you got to rebuke the dark cloud. She's like, oh, he stole the time. She said she wanted to be a mom. She couldn't have done all that in a year because it takes 9 months to carry a baby. She would have literally had to have started sleeping with him unprotected in the house, got pregnant in the house in order to fulfill that year that you're talking about of her having kids. That's what I'm saying. Ladies, don't over exaggerate. Okay.
You built your life around their lie. Let's talk about this, especially as a woman. I know that I've heard JaNa say she wants family, she wants kids. He took actual time away from her that she will never get back. He let her make choices on a future that he knew was not real, that he was being intentionally deceptive about.
And men do that, but he's the worst of the worst. Okay. But she's going to be okay. He's the worst of the worst because he intentionally, oh, y'all, I don't even know what to call that. when you intentionally do something that goes against your spirit, your soul, you don't like a race, but you're going to sleep with her, kiss her, love her, hug her, do everything sexually, imagine, and then get on your group text. That's a dangerous demon.
In case you didn't know, that is robbing someone of their consent, and that is emotional abuse.
So next time when we tell you that someone's being a racist or they said something racist and you tell us, well, they can't be a racist, they got a black girlfriend. They can't be a racist, they have interracial children. They can't be racist, they have a black friend. Will you shut the up now? Will you shut?
All right, girl, you preaching. You preaching. It's a lot of wiggers that don't like blacks and sleeping with them and have kids with them. They like their spouse, but they don't like y'all. They like me. They just don't like y'all. I'm messing with y'all. They don't like y'all. Let's continue.
Shut the now and listen to us. Unfortunately, closeness to blackness does not make that person any less racist. I wish, you would think, right?
I have a hell of a story for you. Put up the picture full mass here. Quite amazing. There's a firestorm online over a Love Island star being scammed. Wow.
Now, let me ask y'all something. Was she scammed or was she tricked? How much money did he get out of her? Because y'all are saying, first of all, why are your daughters giving men money anyway? How are you raising your girls? It goes back to that. Y'all say she gave him money. I wish I would. My husband calls me the bill collector. My husband can borrow $5 from me. The next day I'm like, you got my $5? What? Yes. You said borrow, not half. I'll never train a nigga to get used to not giving me mine back. They didn't win, but some of y'all were saying that he took money from her. Why are we giving men money? Okay, Mayor of YouTube said we don't know how much money he took. I heard he took money or she gave him money or something. He got brand deals, but he's going to lose them. He's going to lose them on his reputation. Ain't that crazy? I said sometimes you got to remind them, baby, my motion is mine. What I bring into this relationship is what I bring. But best, what they say, trust and believe. When I leave, it leaves with me. So any motion you got off of me will leave when I walk out that door. So if he got a brand deal off of her popularity, he's going to lose it when she walks out the door. Don't ever let a nigga, and when I say that, I mean man, treat or talk to you crazy or make you feel like you could never. I did. And I did it with you and I'll do it again. And trust and believe. When I look, that's why I say when women are looking at you sometimes as a woman, half the time they don't want that man. They want what you have with that man, not realizing that's you, boo. This is all me. This is my motion. The vacations didn't start till I walked in the picture. I brought him up, like the Army said, to be all you can be in the Army. And when I leave, you going back to the bare minimum. You going back to IHOP. You going back to Chili's. You going back to wherever you came from. You're not getting all of that, what you see in them photos. So that's her motion. Those deals, those sponsorships, those opportunities, they're done. Period. Y'all better remember who you are.
Love Island USA, season 6 star. JaNa Craig has broken up with her boyfriend, Kenny Rodriguez, who is Dominican American.
A gigolo, Dominican American. A gigolo. A male prostitute.
With accusations that Kenny secretly hated black women and was only in a relationship with JaNa for money.
What didn't I say? A male prostitute? Hell, he could have did better off with Diddy. You should have went to Cowboys and Angels. Seriously. You would have did better with Cowboys and Angels. You ain't have to do all that. You did not have to do all that. They will put you to work. They'll get you some good clients. You're going to get about $2,500 per hotel night, per freak off. You could have did all that. Inez Martin said, Queen, I had to get out the shower. I tell you to keep talking that ish. We are. I did not just call his Dominican behind a prostitute. You a prostitute. You're an undercover prostitute. You are. And you know you are.
And social media fame. The two who met and began dating on the show last year confirmed their split in separate social media posts Tuesday, July 29th.
Y'all, that was just last week. Not even a week ago. About a week ago. You still got time, JaNa, to release the Kraken. We not turning the other cheek. I told y'all when y'all say, what would you do if you were Gertie and Julia threw water? I'm throwing it back. That's the only time that I'll get to do something like that without being judged. Now, JaNa, you got about 3 business days to wrap this up. I need you to go ahead and release those texts. Let them get good and comfortable, thinking you're going to tuck your tail between your legs and you're not going to say anything and come out swinging.
Based on the tone of Craig's message, some believe their split was messy, which adds to the recent allegations of Rodriguez sending discriminatory messages. Fans of the Peacock reality show noticed that his existence was scrubbed from her Instagram page. Social media was in shambles with fans trying to crack the code on the breakup. But according to Ms. Craig, the theories are nowhere close to.
So when she announced it, and that's what I said, she did it all wrong. Don't play with us. If you have no intentions of shaming, shut up. Don't give us no teasers. Don't put a carrot in front of us and dangle it. That ain't how you do the internet. Because it shows that you're not built for that life. You don't have a backbone. You're better off contemplating and being quiet, because silence cannot be misquoted. People cannot judge you from the angle because you ain't said shit. And then come out and speak when you're ready. But the fact you came out, you said a little bit, he spoke, and then you came back, now it's going tit for tat. You got to make it a one-hitter quitter. A one-hitter quitter is what they call in the hood when you're in a fight. And they describe it as, now we're going to do this. Typically with men, if we're going to fight, it's going to be a one-hitter quitter. A one-hitter quitter is when I hit you, I'm going to knock your ass out. You ain't got no choice but to quit. You're not coming back. You're not going to have a rebuttal. You're not going to have a response. It's not going to be nice because I'm going to knock you out. You were supposed to knock him out. You were supposed to throw a haymaker straight to his dome. You didn't even have to give a formal statement. All you had to do was just release the Kraken, aka the text messages. Queen Liz says, damn, it's been a minute since I heard that one. A one-hitter quitter. He should have been on the first thing smoking. Back to Punta Cana or Puerto Vallarta. It don't matter.
To the truth. Quote, please know that I have seen all the breakup theories and none have matched to how terrible, disgusting, and disappointing it truly is. End quote. Ms. Craig stated on her IG story earlier Tuesday, confirming the breakup rumors and thanking her fans for their support. She added, quote, discovering that someone you loved.
So she did come out, y'all. She did come out and speak, but she didn't do it right. And then he came out after her. So this is her statement. Please know that I have seen all of the breakup theories and none have matched up to how terrible. Don't tease us. Disgusting and disappointing it truly is. Craig stated on her Instagram story earlier last Tuesday, confirming the breakup rumors and thanking her fans for their support. She added, discovering that someone you loved isn't who you thought they were, and that the relationship you thought you were building hasn't been genuine since day one and has been truly devastating. I will be tapping her on the shoulder. Be quiet. You said too much. All you need to say is, please know that I have seen all of the breakup theories and none have matched up to how disgusting he truly is. Semicolon, boom, first text, boom, boom. Peacock ain't gonna drop you. You didn't say nothing. You just showing proof. Okay? Now let's go to his. See, she didn't do it right because this is how she did it. And then this is what he does. Hold on. Watch he come back.
Even deeper than that proclamation, because it's not as if this individual just made mistakes and tried to hide who he really was and was attempting to beguile a young lady. He literally, according to the allegation, intentionally took on a persona opposite than his actual self.
So who is his actual self? How would she know who he really is? So who is he? Peacock, I know they dropped his ass like a hot potato. I'm with you how I see it. She does not need to be the bigger person. Y'all got to know when it's okay to fight in corporate America on your job, when you can be like, boom, say less, do more. Yeah, she's trying to be the bigger person, but we got to start teaching these girls, and you being a bigger person, you're protecting a man that's not your husband. You're protecting a man that has crucified you in a private group full of Dominicans, that has called you every name but a child of God, and not only spat on you Gave a big fat F you to your race. Finish him. If I would have been her mom, I would have been like, I said, finish him today. You know what? Give me the phone. I got it. Stop teaching girls, young women, game over. You know what? You show right. Hold on. You show right to game would have been over. Boom. That's it. That's it.
In order to dupe this young lady, playing with her heart, then
Here's his.
break up.
He waited for her. He a coward. He a coward. He wasn't going to say nothing. He was going to let her carry the brunt, like most do when it comes to y'all. Not me, but y'all that's out there. Because I'm with the other white women. I'm sitting back eating bonbons and drinking champagne. But he was going to let her. He's like, forget it. Let her carry the brunt of the breakup on her shoulders. He didn't say nothing until she said something. And y'all, I'm just kidding. That's my sense of humor, okay? Then he came back. Watching. Now you know he's stalking her, right? Because minutes after she released her statement, he shared some words on his story. So now you stalk him. And he said that his latest days have been difficult. Breakups are never easy, especially in the public eye, he said. Sometimes, despite how deeply you care for someone, you come to the hard truth that the relationship was not something that could last long term. He ended this statement by showing gratitude to JaNa for the time they spent together and said he wished her nothing but happiness. That's why you should have finished him, because he's still playing with you. He's still playing with you. He don't see you. Yeah, they said he used ChatGPT for that. See, he couldn't even sit down and think on his own for you. He didn't even want to give you that. And not only that, he don't take you serious. That's why you finish him. Watch this. So this pisses her off, right? Because now she know, damn, he really don't care. He is playing with me. Girl, yes. Yes. So she comes back. And another thing. She comes back. Now we go and tit for tat. And that's going to water down the impact that you try to portray. You wanted people to take it serious, but you didn't put enough stank on it. He said something. Now you're coming back. She comes in and responded with another post. And then she added him and she said, shut the fuck up, you manipulative liar. You not taking accountability and telling people the type of person you really are is insane to me. My first statement was me being nice. Do not piss me off. Girl, you should have been pissed off the day you read those text messages. Now you done pissed me off, JaNa. The day you found them, the day you synced it, like Moses said, you should have been pissed off. You not there yet, sis? And that's when I say sometimes y'all can be too strong for me, Black women, because I'm about to tear some shit up around here. I'm calling your job. I'm going to Peacock. I'm releasing the Kraken on social media. I'm going to hit ABC News while I'm at it. NBC going to get a copy. TMZ, TXZ, XYZ. And we're going to end with Twitter. That's it. That's all. You were supposed to finish him. You were supposed to have him at the altar, begging for forgiveness, asking Jesus to fix it. Because I know Jesus, he will fix it. You were supposed to have him join the choir. You were supposed to have him fasting for 40 days and 40 nights. You were supposed to have him changed. That's it. That's all.
With another post. Now, let me say this. We're going to keep that up. Shit, end quote. Only 2 people have given even hints about search the messages in their man's phone.
And then her friend came out. So this is where it starts to lose its luster and its impact. So now we're all going back and forth, and it gets childish. And after a while, you forget, because then people are like, oh shit, they're fighting. The Love Island people are fighting. And you forget he's a racist. And the moment you had to take your shot, you lost. Because when opportunity knocks, you seize it. But women, sometimes we're too emotional. And we want to cover everybody when they're trying to assassinate you and take you out behind the scenes. And it's real. It happens all the time.
The post, she said, quote, search keywords like, I don't like black women.
Okay, now this girl, her friend came out, right? Charmaine Smith. And she said, ladies, and she's talking to those of you that are in biracial, what is it called? Interracial relationships. She said, get his phone, type in keywords in the text. That's if he got a new, up-to-date iPhone. Type in keywords like, I don't like black women. I thought I could get more money from this. I'm faking this I'm faking this relationship. I'm going clout. I'm going on the show for clout. I can't wait to be done with this so I can fuck hella bitches. Listen, we're not doing all that. Then she deleted it. If you got to do all of that to find out, you miss the signs. Because I'm going to tell you something about your intuition. It's a gift. A woman's intuition is a gift. You saw something, you heard something, you synced something. Even if it was just every time you're around him, he looking at his same race, like it's a buffet, or on Instagram. I don't know. You saw something. So if you got to do all this, go ahead and break up. That's all I'm saying.
Put it up. Their Love Island co-star, Leah Kateb, who grew close to Miss Craig on the show, wrote, quote, tell the truth for once, racist.
Why are we begging him to tell the truth when y'all got the power and can expose him? And that's when girls start to tick me off sometimes. We ain't begging nobody to do anything. And of course, it goes on and on and on. And they talk about him following President Donald Trump. We talked about that a little bit earlier. But then they get into Amaya. Y'all want to hear about Amaya? Y'all want to get into Amaya? They were on season 6. Hold on.
Meanwhile, season 7. Season 7 winner, Amaya Papaya Espano, who is Dominican American, is also in hot water for anti-black social media posts being uncovered. Here's the recap of the post.
Y'all always want to go ham for somebody. Black women always want to cover somebody before making them prove themselves to you. Queen, give her a chance. I ain't giving her a chance. Something in my spirit. My soul says yes. Something in my spirit said no. I don't like her. She was always ruining black girls' moments. All that crying, it ain't even got nothing to do with you. You doing too much. You overshadowing. Shut up. Be quiet. Oh, no, she just cares. No, she don't. Come to find out.
Maya Papaya with the resurfaced social post now. Because Maya's in some hot water after some old Facebook posts and TikTok reposts and likes have all come to surface. There's a Facebook repost from 2014 where it was facts about skin colors. Another one where she goes, this looks like a dark skin trying to talk to a light skinned girl, but she don't want to slow down. Here she was liking Donald Trump's post. Also reposting Candace Owens' TikToks about the whole Taylor Swift Blake Lively debacle. Or reposts about Elon and birth control. Or Trump reposts. And another Facebook post from 2015.
Oh, look at this one. Oh, watch this. Oh, Amaya, you wrong for this one. Hold on.
Well,
look at this one. Hold on, y'all.
And another Facebook post from 2015.
Hold on. This one says your mama's face when you introducing her to your black boyfriend. Oh, Amaya don't even fuck with y'all like that. I like Amaya. I love Amaya. She deserves love. She don't think you deserve it. Devonda Pittman said when she attacked Ace and Shelly, nah. That's why I say sit back in the cut. Just sit back. Don't jump on the bandwagon. And Keeping It says she has not responded to the allegations and won't and can't. It's documented. What's she going to say? And she won. I hope they don't give her that money. God don't give it to me. Money comes to me. Flowing effortlessly. Take that damn money back. And I ain't even think Brian liked her like that, to be honest with you. I thought he jumped on the bandwagon to be a fan favorite, to go ahead and get a little clout. But I kept my mouth shut because y'all easily fall in love with everything that come around you. She said he still has her on his IG. Thanks. Who? Brian? I don't think he feeling her like that. But it was an opportunity. And y'all don't realize how men can, we just talked about how Kenny Rodriguez took an opportunity with JaNa Craig. You don't think a man will take an opportunity if you let him? But we not dumb, because being a woman is not a disability. If you sit back, disconnect, observe, and utilize your intuition instead of second guessing yourself. I'm going to open up the lines. Just for a little bit. All right. Let's go 10 minutes with the lines open. Give me 1 second. It was a mess, y'all. I'm not disappointed. It's just the way of the world. And it's kind of like this generation is like fraudulent anyway. But if you respond accordingly, if and when you need to, as a woman, as a young girl, hell, even as an older woman, they'll think again. They will think again. She didn't do enough. And look, Amaya. Oh, Amaya says, this is your mom's face when you introduce her to your black boyfriend. Amaya knew what she was doing. Let's see what this young girl has to say.
Are being outed as colorist and racist, as if the phrase "I know black-eyed Dominican" wasn't acting so shocked that Amaya and Kenny, both Dominicans from New York City, may I add, are being outed as colorist and racist, as if the phrase "I know black-eyed Dominican" wasn't trending on this app for like forever and is still trending to this day. Like, that meme wasn't a joke. That's literally how a lot of Dominicans actually talk and think.
This dude Kenny single-handedly just cooked the entire Dominican male population and anybody whose name is Kenny.
Bro, you know how embarrassing it is to be Dominican right now? Let alone be Dominican. I'm Dominican from the Bronx. And guess what? Look at the name right there. My name is Kenny. It's not me. Well, first of all, we don't claim him. I'm black. I love my black people. I don't play about no racist, no funny around me. Anybody that knows me, I don't play about that. But I'm married. The single Dominican men right now, oh my God, bro, I feel so bad for y'all.
There's one thing I don't see a lot of people talking about, and that's like the similarities between the people that were canceled in these past like couple months. Yulissa, Sierra, and Kenny. What do they have in common? They are all non-black Latinos. And I think that we need to talk about, we as in the Latino community, because I'm Brazilian, we need to talk about how there is a cultural racism that exists in Latino communities that is not being like addressed, and there is no accountability for.
Well, y'all have y'all talking, we're going to have ours. Y'all go ahead and have y'all talking, we're going to have ours. We going to have ours and y'all have y'all. And then we'll take it from there. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. Let me go to my my first caller. Give me 1 second. We got a caller. Make sure y'all ready to go. You have no devices playing in the background. All right. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, Mod B, welcome. What are your thoughts tonight? Mod B, you have the mic. It seems like your screen has frozen. Mod B, if you can hear me. All right, let me take Mod B down. Come back up. Mod B, mic check, 1, 2, 3.
I'm sorry, can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go ahead. You got the floor.
I'm so sorry. I never do this. Like, I never do this. But I'm so triggered. Like, my dad is Puerto Rican and my mom is black. And his family just totally didn't like his children because we were black. So this is triggering to me. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. We don't interrupt. Go ahead. You got the floor. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm trying to understand.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Now, you was doing good. Now your audio getting a little choppy. First of all, nobody can see you, so don't worry about it. Come close to your. Are you using an AirPod?
No.
Okay. What are you just a speakerphone?
Yes.
Is your battery low?
It might be.
Okay, plug it in. Sometimes when your battery's low, it's not going to give you full power. I'll wait. Okay. I'll give you a couple of seconds. Go ahead and plug it in real quick.
Okay, is that better?
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
It's just choppy. I can hear you. It's choppy. We like clear, crisp audio over here.
I'm so sorry.
No, you good. Don't apologize. It happens. It's technology. It ain't you. I'm going to drop you down because it's kind of staticky. Click the link. I just dropped it. And then come back in the studio. Sometimes you have to refresh it. So she's going to, it's choppy. Trey said it sounded like somebody tap dancing on your microphone. She going to come back. That's Mod B. She said she's triggered because she comes from that. And her dad's his side of the family, the Dominican side, did not like the black kids. Period. It happens, y'all. And I be like, we was talking about Doug and Jack. Oh, you know what? I said I wasn't gonna talk about him, but I'm gonna say this. Doug ain't gonna leave Jackie, so you don't know what a man will do. You see what Kenny did. The whole time, making appearances, red carpet, kissing. Yeah, I'm gonna mess Trey up with this one. Trey said they just had a 30th anniversary, and what that's supposed to mean? I'm messing with Trey, y'all, on purpose. But that's basically it. I need us to grow a spine. We not overextending. We're not trying to make up and hustle and prove that we're soft. You be soft when it's conducive to being soft, when you're in an environment that's prepped and the soil is good for you to be soft. Otherwise, you do what you need to do to get up out of there. That's all I'm saying. That's all. Yeah, Tennessee girl. That's what she said. They didn't like the black kids on that side. Okay, they didn't. Trey said he tired of it. He about to click the link. Y'all know I was gonna sneak my little lick in here. But no, this is very unfortunate. But I hope she doesn't get stuck here. I hope she doesn't look at herself as a victim. It's another one bites the dust. But I really do hope she released the text messages, because what are you protecting him for? And I know it's a form of conditioning as a woman. You want to be nice, soft, and kind. But women are the only creatures that measure their force. One of the few creatures. Men don't measure their force. When they're done with you, they're done with you. You see, he didn't measure his force. He said the most disturbing things about her skin tone, her race, the women in her race. He didn't give a damn. He never thought he would get caught. He spoke from his heart and he stood on business. Okay. And I told you all before, in members only, I was watching something on social media with an FBI agent. He says women are the only ones to second guess their intuitive powers, right? And they always come back if they survive. When they're in danger, said something told me that cable guy had a funny look on his face. It was something about him. It was his voice tone. It was when I turned around and I saw him do A, B, and C. Yet I let him in anyway. Yet I slept with him anyway. Even though I thought he was cheating, I had a baby with him anyway. Stop second guessing yourself. Stop laying out the red carpet for everybody. And if and when you find out that he ain't who he say he is, cut him off quick, fast, in a hurry. And on the way out, kick him what a dog should have bit him. Trey, welcome.
Now, how the dog get into it? Okay, I'm just messing.
Hold on, let me play that for you. Hold on, that was a good one.
What the dog doing? What the dog doing?
Go ahead. What you think about this whole debacle?
Honestly, I wanted to ask you a question, and I hope I'm not sounding any kind of way against women or what have you, but I did not watch the show, but I did watch maybe like a few clips when this news kind of first broke out.
Okay.
And I was wondering, since you did watch the show, this young lady who's kind of going through it with this racist Dominican man, didn't she make a few comments on the show kind of alluding to his type being her preference?
I didn't watch season 6. I watched season 7. So let me ask the audience. Audience, for those of you that watched her season, did she allude or make a comment and or reference to his preference? Yes or no? For those of you that watched. And you know what? I like where you're going with this. Because I see. Because you remember I said we be knowing. It's something.
It was something that she had. It was something she said in the vein of she loved Latin men or something to the effect of like light skin. It was something like that I remember watching on one of those little clips or what have you. But
they say yes, she did. Proud Mimi say yes, she did. So okay, Mimi, what did she say about his preference? And yes, she pushed through anyway. You see what I'm saying? Proud Mimi say yes, she did.
Yeah, so I won't now that doesn't take away anything that he's done. He's really a piece of trash. And he has a lot that he needs to kind of, reflect on within himself. But I just have to say sometimes, as human beings, we have to kind of like check our own selves and take accountability for the things that we allow, in our space, and the type of people that we allow, because you never know what they might have behind closed doors. But you know, if a lot of them are kind of giving you that energy, it's kind of weird, you know, to be like, oh, well, you know, poor her, you know, when it seems like she might have kind of known, or, you know, might have had at least a little inkling of him being, you know, a little colorist at the least, you know.
Yeah, because okay, so what they're asking, what Trey is asking is, did she hint and or say anything on the show, not about her preference, but his preference or anything similar to that? Do y'all recall that? And Proud Mimi said yes.
Okay.
And
No, I mean her
sometime
preference. I
they
think it was
said,
more
yes,
so
she
her
did. They keep
preference.
saying yes. They said
Okay.
Bonzel. Yeah, they said, yes, she did.
Okay.
It's not that she knew what was up. Okay, so let me be very thoughtful. Tennessee girl, I want to be very thoughtful. This is where I kind of lower my voice and I take the edge off. You get hints along the way. And if you're my members only, on Sundays, we be cooking. It's called Sunday Sessions. We talk a lot about your intuitive spirit. We did a whole Sunday session on your intuitive spirit. And according to the expert, is your intuition is real soft. It's not loud. It's not boisterous. Something make you say, did he? I noticed him. You may walk by his phone. He always looking at white girls. Nothing. He ain't cheated on you yet that you know of. Always home on time, tells you he loves you, buys you flowers, all of that good stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you notice maybe it's a bunch of Asian girls, or maybe it's just, I don't know. So your intuition always drops a little bit. Doesn't mean you should leave, but pay attention. What you think, Trey?
Oh, I completely agree with you. And with her dating him as a black woman, um, honestly, because I don't know all Dominicans, but I definitely have heard throughout time that there are a lot of Dominicans who just do not care for black people or black Hispanics, anything having to do with black. They just do not care for it. And that goes for like all different types of races, dark-skinned Indians, you know, Asians, they have a lot of things with theirs. So I think we kind of have to, you know, do our due diligence when we are deciding to date outside of our race. Because a lot of times, you know, there's a lot of deep-seated hate.
Let me say this. A new day. Niecy says you're not listening. He said her preference, not his. First of all, I'm listening, but in listening, you could miss something. Okay, so I'm listening. It's my job to listen after I talk and I bring people up. So I may have missed it, but I'm listening. Now that we covered, did you say, are you asking the audience, just for clarification, and maybe I missed it, are you asking about her preference or his preference?
I was asking about her preference.
Okay.
'Cause I feel like she had made some comments I may have seen in one of those clips that I was watching that kind of alluded to her being more so attracted to either Hispanic men, or it was like a light-skinned type of thing. It was something around that nature.
So they clarified that and they answered yes, a
Okay.
new day to both. So even though I posed it a different way, they still said yes to both. So we got our answer and we killed two birds with one stone.
Right. And
Brilliant.
even with his preference, because did they win? Did they win that season?
No, they did not win. It was
Okay.
what's that other girl name, y'all? I forgot her name. The other girl. I forgot
Was it another Latina? Was it a Latina
I
girl that
think it
won?
was it a black girl?
Okay.
I don't know. Let me just say I don't know.
I know with this particular situation, like within like the past weeks, because I don't watch Love Island, but there have been a lot of different things coming out about these people that are on the show, and their colorist views or their racist views, and I'm just like, well, damn, who ain't racist on this show? It seems like I'm starting to ask,
Well,
and
it's the easy fix. So first of all, production is a very easy fix. If you're gonna recruit these beautiful, and let me just tell y'all something. Dark girls, you are it. You beautiful chocolate kisses.
right,
Television loves you. They love dark chocolate. The problem is they don't recruit enough so that we can establish a healthy ratio for the dark girls to be chosen. Okay? So all production has to do, and here's another thing. Sometimes people ain't trying to work that hard. You got to keep digging when you come up short. Yeah, you're going to have 20 white boys, probably 4 Latinas, and 2 black. Can we talk, Trey?
yeah,
Y'all, here's the problem. You ain't got enough black dudes to measure up. I'm sorry. I'm gonna piss some people off. to these black girls, these young black girls, even on dating shows, Ready to Love, to these black women that's out there getting it.
You don't.
They're trying to be funny.
And a lot of times, like you said, we have to do our due diligence as far as production needs to really be searching these people's accounts and these different social media things, because even the black men that they pick a lot of times are very much adjacent to white women or women outside of their race.
And that's fine, right? Because you don't want to crucify somebody for. But if I get enough of them, the problem is you get an Ace and a Taylor.
Right.
Okay, what are we doing? I need about 3, 4, 5. I need about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? Put them all there, and then you had, what's his name? That other one that chose Huda, Chris, and she embarrassed the hell out of him. So I need enough in the room. They're not putting enough in the room at the same time. So production has a little bit of work to do. But if you do it right, and if you work, y'all, let me just tell you something. Has a meeting ever gone over? You've been in a meeting at work and you like, we've been in here 10 minutes over the time. I'm ready to go. That's how production feels when they come up empty-handed. They're ready to go. So they're not emotionally attached to this, but if they put in a little bit more effort, they can avoid these mishaps.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
They maybe just need to kind of move over there. Who is it that running over there that own? Is that Will Packer that do all the that he need to do a young version of the Grown People Meet, whatever that show is called over there with
with Tyson, Tyson and all of them.
No, not Tyson. The one on OWN with the I really can't remember the name of that show. It's like a love. It's almost like this. It's like a dating show for black people.
On Peacock.
No, not on Peacock. On OWN. You know the one on OWN with the guy from Steve Harvey.
I thought it was on Peacock. King's Court.
Yeah, the King's Court is on Peacock, but I'm talking about the other show that's on OWN.
Oh, Ready to Love.
Ready to Love. Yes,
yeah,
they need a young version. And they need a young version. Give us a young version with some young folk. You know.
At
least we'll know we'll have enough black people to have that.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, and then we'll know we'll have enough of black people on that show to where we know somebody black is going to be with somebody black, or they're going to have that opportunity to meet someone in that space. Because with Peacock, I don't see them.
No, because on Ready to Love, it's been a hot ass mess for season after season where these women get stranded by the wayside because these dudes ain't looking for love. They looking for exposure, clout, and just trying to build their business. So Ready to Love has struggled for a lot of seasons now. I don't know how they're doing this season, but to me, that's why I quit watching, because I'm like, what we doing? The women got to be in shape. They got to make a little money. They got to be pretty. Body got to be tight. One of them one time he called them the Golden Girls, and they were in their 30s. That was an ageism, comment. Bro, you 40 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes it ain't just like black on black. I need some quality. I need some men that are capable, that are actually looking for love and really trying to do this thing. And that's like finding a needle in a haystack.
It really is, because even if you go over there to Netflix with that Love Is Blind, them folks over there ain't no better. They over there doing the same thing. Everything's for clout. The folks that get married and ain't doing nothing. That one dude, that Clay, he's just a fool. I don't know what happened to him.
Who?
Clay. You remember Clay and AD, the black dude with the cheating daddy and the mom.
Okay, I remember Clay. Oh my God.
Oh
okay,
yes,
AD
Clay.
got married.
Yeah, but AD was with Clay on the actual show.
Clay don't want AD. He wants Derek.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like,
he wants Derek. He wants a man, in my opinion.
Oh well.
In my opinion. Now.
But white, black, and all of them folks over there on Love Is Blind, it's very few that actually get together and stick together, that actually find love.
That's true.
It's like,
it's
a toss-up no matter where you go. I say that.
I was gonna tell y'all something about Chris, the one that Huda. Chris was and then you see he tried to get a little disrespect. I said what the F I said behind Shelly. I mean behind Huda, and Huda embarrassed you. You remember when they were playing that game, Stand on Business? I didn't like the sharpness and the edge that he took when it came to Shelly saying, what happened? What about us talking? We were supposed to get to know each other. Well, I chose Huda. And I said, okay, but you take that base out your boys when addressing a lady. You didn't speak to Huda like that, but you talked to Shelly like that. And that's why Huda made a plump fool out of your ass on national television. And not only that, you was homeless. You was on a friend and family's plan, if you ask me, because you were quick to tell us as an audience, yeah, I play ball overseas and this and this and that. Okay, because I'm going to assume you're making some money because the way you putting it out there is it's a lucrative career, but you don't have an apartment to come home to. And when it came time to where you stay, oh, I don't even need a place to stay. I just stay with family. Bro, you homeless.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how too much money they're making overseas. I don't mean no harm, but wasn't that dude that was married to that girl over there on Basketball Wives? He was playing overseas too, and both of them was doing them PPP loans.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Lorenzo in British.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I don't mean no harm, but I don't know how much money they're making over there.
Probably $700 a week. Hold on, I'm not even. Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny to me. But I came up here to say don't do Jackie Christie like that. That is her husband, and Bobblehead Doug ain't going nowhere. And they need to get a Ayanla over there with that daughter and stick her head down in that hole and tell her to speak.
See, Ayanna ain't finna deal with them people. Ayanna ain't finna do that. She ain't gonna come out of retirement for them. That's a hot mess.
I really hope this young lady just she takes this and she kind of reflects upon this. I hope this doesn't like stop her from going after what she wants, but because this is a lot, especially in to be doing all this in public and then having to expose this man. There's a lot after that happens. Like, does this take her from? Does this make her now anxious to really find love, especially with her being so public? And that's the question I have.
She'll be
hopefully
fine.
she's listening.
She's young enough. She'll be fine. She just needs to, if she sets the precedents. Am I saying it right? Am I saying it right? The precedents?
President. I think it's president.
Type it in the chat, y'all.
You had it right. It's just at the end, it's a T instead of the C.
President.
So like president. Yeah.
Let me see what they say. Y'all put it in the chat. They finna Google it. They don't know either. They don't know. But if she sets the standard that I'm not to be played with, see, once a man know he can play with you and you ain't gonna do that, and you precedent. If she set the precedent, okay, we got a C and a T. I was right, Trey. They said I got it. Precedents. No, okay, I need the meaning of both so I can know how to use it. To laugh. They said I had it right, Trey.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay. I was trying to argue with you, but you're not taking the bait. Oh my God. They said I was right. Thank you, Mayor YouTube. Thank you. I knew I was like, wait a minute now. Look, now I'm talking shit. But okay, let's get back to the program. If she sets the precedents and let kind of establish herself as a sweet but steady and capable young lady, she won't run into that problem. But if she leaves it as is, and with him being covered by her grace, there's a likelihood that she could run into that problem again. They said the chat made it worse. I should have never sent them to Google.
Don't y'all do me like that. Please don't do me like that.
Let me bring up the next person. Stay here, Trey, for a second. Welcome, Keeping It 100. Keeping It 100. Welcome. Let me take her. Let's do a mic check. Keeping It 100. All right. Her mic isn't working. Come back in. I'm going to kick you out the studio. Come back. Amaya and Huda, they got along Huda real good. But they're birds of a feather flock together. Amaya and Huda are really good friends, So I'm waiting for the last caller and then we're out of here, y'all. Queen Liz says she learned something today. Darlene says, Queen, you are hilarious. I love your sense of humor. I love to laugh. You see, I was trying to tempt him with arguing. He wouldn't take. He said, "Okay, you're welcome. No problem.
Now,
I'm sorry."
now wait a minute. Michi Love down there said I was right. I just synced it.
Okay, hold on. Let me read PSM first. Okay, precedence. The condition of being considered more important than someone else. Okay, priority and importance, order, or rank. His desire for power soon took precedence over any other. Okay, let's go to the other one. Let me see. Amici. So Amici can't come in here and say you was right without the definition. Otherwise, we need receipts. So Amici, I'm sorry,
No,
but
she did it right up under the one that you have highlighted now. An earlier event or action that is regarded as an
where?
example or guide. It's right. It's literally right up under the one that
Let
you
me go
have
look.
highlighted now.
Okay, Michi Love says, but she didn't say what word.
An
See,
earlier, no, president. It was PRECEDENT. But you're right though. You used the correct word. I was thinking it was like in the legal sense.
okay.
I was using a legal term, but it's a
Okay, I
different
got
thing.
you. Okay, they saying Queen it's precedence. How Queen meant. She's correct. Thank you. Thank you. Let him know, y'all. I'm getting messy now. Keeping it 100. Welcome.
Hi. So first off, I want to thank you for accepting my call. But let's talk about Chris. Chris came over for Shelly, and when Shelly told him she was into Ace, that's when he flipped and started messing with with Irredacted. I'm not even going to say that girl's
You
name
can
because
say her name.
trash.
We say names over here so they can follow you.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she's trash. So he that's when he started messing with her. But he was trying to pursue Shelly, but she was like, well, you're not bringing what Ace is bringing. You're not showing me that you're into me. And he wasn't showing Huda that he was into her either. She was chasing him so she could stay on the show. She wasn't interested in Chris for real.
Huda was
Once her,
interested in dominating him.
but she couldn't dominate Chris. She
Girl,
wanted to
she did
dominate.
dominate Chris. Anytime a woman can make you have sex with her and you don't want to, she just dominated you.
Well, she technically she SA'd him. If you want to be, if we want to be honest, she SA'd him because he told her, no, I'm not interested. I want to get some sleep. And she kept saying, oh, I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3, 4. And he was like,
I'll cuddle.
Nope. He was like, no, I'm getting some sleep. I told you that my sleep is important to me and you're not even respecting my space. Now on Jeremiah, she was going off on him. Like he is a disgrace. Like he shouldn't even call himself. I mean, like turn in your black card.
Why?
Jeremiah was a hot mess.
In what way?
He allowed her to talk crap about him on national TV. She called him a bitch. She called him a hoe. She just went off on him. She told him.
Let me ask you this.
I
What was he supposed to do?
What he was supposed to have done. Hey, I need to talk to you. Let's go over to the corner. First of all, you don't talk to me like that. I'm a grown man. That's if he would have checked her the first time, he would not have had any issues, and I would not have. I don't have any respect for Jeremiah. I didn't like it.
You wanted him to get aggressive, a little bit more aggressive?
No, he needed to just check her.
Aggressive.
First of all,
hold on. I want to make sure they follow you. You wanted him to get a little bit more aggressive with her.
Yes. No, not aggressive. I think he needed to put his foot down. Like, hey,
okay,
you don't disrespect me. You disrespected me. You've had your little say so. You going off on me, and I had no control over the situation, which he did not have any control over that situation. He was invited to go on this day trip, and he had a good time. And on top of that, I didn't like the way Huda was moving in the house, in the villa. First of all, I didn't like the fact she got Jeremiah all hooked into her, having sex with him on the second day. I don't even think it was 24 hours in the villa.
How? So he partook in that.
Yes, but
Okay.
my thing,
Hold on.
she should not have sex with him until she told him about her child.
I got you. So you didn't like the manipulative factor of it. Let me put it on you, and then I'm gonna have sex with you and make it harder for you to leave me.
That's right. She
Gotcha.
manipulates the whole situation. She is a manipulator.
Would you refer to her as a hood or rat?
Yes. I know. I refer to her as a hoe. Like you slept with two men on that show. Like Chris, she was only with him 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. No, I say maybe 72 hours, and she slept with him.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.
So now, wait a minute. Let me say, I got something to say about JaNa. So when JaNa, okay, first of all, Kenny is not no white Spaniard. He is a black Dominican.
Okay.
He looks like a mixed person. So I don't know where he gets off. Like he's gonna be talking about black people, but he needs to look in the mirror. JaNa needs to understand, where did Kenny learn these racist behaviors from? It starts in the home.
Okay.
Those Dominicans, and she's telling everybody, "Oh, leave Kenny's family alone. They're so nice. They're so respectful." I'm like, sister girl, you need to open up your eyes. They were just fronting in your face. They were playing in your face. He learned this stuff from his family. And I'm not gonna. And other Dominicans have said the same thing, that they learned these racist behaviors at home.
All right. Well, thank you, keeping it 100.
Oh, wait a minute. One more thing. And then on season 6, I didn't see it, but I heard that JaNa was going to not pick Kenny, and he starts crying because he brought over I guess a white girl from the Casa Moore, wherever they went. He came back with
They timed you out, keeping it 100. They put you in timeout. I'm gonna kick you down from the panel. They said they put that white man on you. It's all love over here, y'all. That's what happens. I'm gonna let you go. Y'all put the white man $9.99. Put the white man. So Nick, your girl next door, timed you out. She put that white man on you. They put you in timeout for 5 minutes. I think it's a wrap. Unless you put yourself back on the block, they got you. They got you, girl. They paid for that white man to come. Here it is. Just so you're looking for proof. It's right here. They paid $9.99. You can do that in the palace. We have fun over here. You never know. But listen, money comes to me.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
All right, we got a $10 10-piece and a pepper from Diddy Truck, or DITY Truck, says moving soon. Save time and money on your next truck rental nationwide with Diddy Truck. Hashtag compare prices. Diddy Truck spun the block and came back with a 20-piece and a pepper. Diddy Truck says, I'm looking to get more YouTubers involved for monthly promotions. I have a commercial that I would like ran monthly. I'm currently running something with infamous Sylvia as well. Diddy Truck on LinkedIn. Thank you, Diddy Truck. Feel free to email me and present your promo offer and through my email, which you can find on my About page. And my team will take it from there. Thank you. Diddy Truck is in the building. Diddy Truck. Let me say it again, just in case. Hold on, Trey. What you laughing at? You need
I
a
don't mean no
moving service?
harm. I don't need a moving service, but I want to ask Diddy Truck, have they thought about changing their name, because it's real close to Diddy Truck.
Well, let me read it again. Moving soon? Save time and money on your next truck rental nationwide with Diddy Truck. Hashtag please compare prices with Diddy Truck. Did I do that? They say you got to change that name. Well, Diddy Truck can't because they're on LinkedIn. They can't. Diddy Truck is sponsored by Popeyes. Love that chicken. Well, Diddy Truck, I did my job. Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you. We do. And another thing. I see you. I see you, Mayor of YouTube. We do that. And then hold up. And another thing. Thank you everybody for tuning in. We were just supposed to go an hour, but we were at an hour and 25. Just JaNa said, I'm not fooling with Queen Sheba and her commercial break. Listen. All right, I'm going to let y'all go to sleep. I will talk to y'all tomorrow, okay? Trey, thank you for coming up. Keeping it
Thank you for
100.
having
Thank
me.
you. Go ahead, Trey.
Oh no, I just said thank you for having me, Queen. You have a blessed night, and thank you all once again. Palace, y'all have me laughing over here. I can't breathe.
Thank you, keeping it 100, being a good sport. They did put that white man on you tonight. You know, you got to be quick. I kept trying to get you up out of here. You said, hold up. And another thing, I knew they were coming. But you fell for the okie doke. And it happens sometimes. It happens. But you know what? Next time, get Diddy Truck and they will move you right on along. Okay? Keeping it 100.
You all should be ashamed. How can you drink right after a funeral? Like this? Give me another one, then, Brady. Fred Sanford, you just left the house of the Lord, and now I'm in my house. All of y'all ought to be ashamed drinking like a school of fish. My Bible says, be not drunk with wine. What does it say about scotch? Hey, listen. Hey, I said, why'd you go someplace else? Why'd you go ugly up somebody else's house? Who you calling ugly, sucker?